Hello. Hi, Victoria here. It is 10:26 p.m. and I am just getting off the Grow Live Academy Mastermind. And let's just say I am blown away, completely blown away by tonight's mastermind. So I really want to give a shout out to Ken Walls for one, being the gracious host that he is for the Grow Live Academy. Not only does he teach us a lot of great and valuable information, but he also gives us access to people that I would have never imagined having a moment with or having the ability to ask a question to. Hey, Lynn. Thank you for joining me. It was awesome. Lynn was with me in the Grow Live Academy's mastermind tonight. And Lynn, please share with us what you thought about tonight's Grow Live. I want to know what your biggest takeaway was throughout the whole session. So we started at 7, and I don't think we finished until like 9:50. It went for a while, but it was incredible. Incredible. And what was great about it was we had Mr. Rainey. I think I'm saying his name correctly. Oh my goodness, how terrible. He joined us and was the guest speaker on tonight's Grow Live Academy. And he is the author of Can You Really Think and Grow Rich? And this man, if you haven't seen the interview with Ken Walls, go to my page. It's posted on my page. Just go watch the interview. And then you'll understand why this was such a great opportunity to be in a mastermind where this amazing human being came in and gave us his time and his knowledge and his experience and shared it with us without hesitation, and then was willing to stay longer and share stories and show us his really awesome poker table and his awesome cars. Like it was cool. It really was cool. But anyways, I had to go live because you need to go to, let's see, what is the website address? growliveacademy.com. You need to go right now to growliveacademy.com and sign up. You need to join Grow Live Academy. Like, you are crazy if you are not a part of this amazing opportunity. Simply put. But it was crazy awesome. It really was. And it's crazy because we've had many, many guest speakers that were all really great and phenomenal. And somehow, I don't know how Ken Walls does it, but he shows his toot a little bit, because each and every time he gets someone better, or not better, but he finds a way to bring us, the mastermind, someone that is just downright amazing. It's incredible. He's got like a magic finger or something. Yeah, his energy was great. I don't think I've ever seen someone smile through an interview. And he smiled all the time. I love that. And he was so relatable. Like he was someone that you could sit down at Piccadilly and eat food with, no pun intended. And again, if you watch the interview with Ken Walls and Rami, you will understand that joke, I guess. It wasn't really a joke. It was kind of funny to me, though. Hey, Charles. Ken is the master connector. I mean, come on. We all need to give it up for Ken. Ken is out of this world at this point. It's just incredible what he's able to do with breakthrough walls, and with the mastermind, and giving us the opportunity to meet, or so and so meet. some of these amazing people. Hey, Jill. Girl, we got to go to Disney World together. I'm serious. Yes, you and I will take a trip around Epcot while the men keep the kiddos. How do you feel about that? Lynn, I met Ken in person, just being around him. I love Ken so much. You know what, Lynn? I got the opportunity to meet Ken in person at Connect. It's a Master Networks event. It is the national event Master Networks has. And he was one of the speakers there. Well, I was introduced to Ken through Chaz Wilson. Chaz Wilson, excuse me, is the CEO of Master Networks. And he had mentioned Ken a few times and said, hey, if you're not following this person, go follow him. I think they even did an interview or something together. But needless to say, I started following him and watching his live stream, right? And then I got to see this guy in person. And by the way, he looks the same in person and on live. It's funny how that happens. And I think he might have thought I was a creepy person because I seen him sitting in the lobby, Lynn. And I was like, hey, you're Ken Walls. I'm a fan. I watch all of your live shows. And he kind of gave me a look like, oh, wow, I don't know where this is going, but it's going. Anyways, we had a really good connection. He turned out to be a fantastic person in person, just as well as his live show. So you get what you get with Ken Walls, and there's no shortage there. Jill, I told Ken after the show that Rami, who has the most money gave him the most time. Wow, think about that, Jill. Isn't that the truth? I mean, he was down to indulge us, and that was pretty incredible. Think about that. The man who has the most money gave the most time. I love that. That is so true. Yay. Lynn says, I love your Disney live stream. I love Disney. Want to go to Epcot next in Universal. Okay, Jill, we have to do this because I have not been to Universal in probably 10 years, only because every time I make it to Orlando or Florida, we always go to Disney. It's just a thing. We're big Disney fans. But Universal, I really want to go to Harry Potter World. Like really, 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 and get the wand and do the whole thing and get the nasty, but some of them are good, some of them are bad beans, you know, the jelly beans. I want the whole experience. I want to walk through and see if I can convince somebody to run into a wall. I think that's the thing, you know, there. Except the wall, like you don't get anywhere. You hit a wall. Breaking walls, no pun intended. Again, was that awesome? What I'm not even joking here. I swear, it seems like every Thursday night. No, it doesn't seem like. I do look forward to every Thursday night for the Grow Live Academy Mastermind, but it seems it gets better each and every single week. And I have to give you all the kudos in the world because not only is it it's the best mastermind I've ever been a part of, first and foremost. But the value that you bring to every single week is incredible, and it's invaluable, and it's priceless. So thank you so much for creating this mastermind on behalf of everyone in the group. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts. And thank you so much for tonight. That man was really freaking cool. So thank you. And I've learned so much. And it's cool because when you're exposed to someone on a level, for me, billionaire status never quite crossed my mind as a possibility. Just hadn't. But when you meet someone who has reached that level of success and they're down to earth, he was a real person. Like, I don't know what the expectations are there for meeting someone who is as successful as Rami, but he was a real cool dude. Like, I seriously would love to go to Piccadilly and sit down and just talk to him not necessarily to pick his brain, but just to get to know him as a person, because he's got a great vibe about him, you know? Like, that's cool. That's someone I can relate to and listen to and hear. Because sometimes we listen, but we don't hear. But tonight it was funny because every time he spoke, I heard every word that he said. And I have Ken Walls to thank for that. Hey, Charles. Let's see. Oh, no, Jill, you're so awesome. No, but really, I'm serious about Harry Potter and Universal. Like, we need to plan it. So serious. I think so too. Again, I don't think I've ever seen someone do an interview where he smiled the whole time. In fact, he smiles a lot, which makes me happy. Seriously, Ken, like, I was so impressed and moved by his way of being. He was just super chilled and laid back and funny, and could laugh at some of the hardships in his life, which we all need to learn how to do. And if you noticed, even when he talked about some of the things that he went through, being homeless and making money and then losing it all and then having to start over, and when he talked about his journey, not once did he complain about it. Not once. And in fact, he showed gratitude for the experience. What? Yeah, shitty things happen, but I'm thankful for it because I learned something through that process. Like, that kind of took me away, because a lot of people don't do that. They just don't. His vibe is definitely incredible, Ken Walls. Like, seriously, he was phenomenal. And I think there was a certain sense of genuineness and sincerity about him, and everything he said, like I said, was believable, and he was just so real. He was really real. It wasn't like a show, whereas we get on some of these talks and there's just a show put on, and he says what you, or this, a person can say what you want to hear. He was just authentically himself, and again, someone that I would love to hang out with and get to know as a person, which was really, really cool. So thank you again, Ken. He was humble and kind, just a regular guy. I think that's what was so, oh, excuse me. I have this lighting issue. It's coming back on now. He was just a regular guy, someone that was relatable. He doesn't think he's better or more important than anyone else. 100%, Jill. I absolutely 100 agree with that. And while he was very confident in who he was or who he is as a person, he was still an authentically normal person. Like, what? Is that real life? It's crazy. So Lynn said too, he had her smiling the whole time too. Yes. I mean, he genuinely seemed like probably the happiest person on earth. Even after all of his adversity and things that he's had to deal with, he was still smiling. And then, I mean, I guess it does help to come back and come back stronger. And it was just really awesome. Hey, Mark. Hey, pal. I'm so happy to see you. I was happy to see you on tonight, too. You've been missed, by the way, in Grow Live. You've been missed. And we've all been praying for you and sending you good vibes. Jill says, so generous with his time, and the transparency was awesome. He treated us like he was talking to his friends. It was so cool and sincere. Absolutely. Exactly. You said it perfectly. Not once did he get frustrated, like, oh, I don't want to answer any more questions, because we all know Victoria asks I ask a lot of questions, and sometimes they can tend to be off the wall, but I think I reeled it in a little bit tonight. Maybe. You never know. Sometimes I don't even know what I'm going to ask until I ask it. And then it's like, oh, well, there it is. Oh, wow. So good. Lynn, yes, life lessons. It was a good place when you can laugh and detach from it. Like crazy, but true. Think about that. We get so caught up and, oh man, this terrible thing happened in my life and I'm stuck because I can't quite seem to let this atrocity go. And he spoke about things that were, for most people, would have been detrimental to their life. And he spoke about it and was just like, yeah, that happened. Oh, and by the way, not only did I come back, but I like doubled down when I came back. Like, again, if you have not seen the interview, I posted it on my page. If for some reason you can't find it on my page, go follow Ken Walls. The interview is there. You can find him on YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, all of the social media platforms. He's the Grow Live King. Go watch that interview. It is life-changing. Just go listen. You need to listen to this interview. And you need to be in the Grow Live. Because for everyone who either one is in the Grow Live and didn't show up tonight, you missed out. Huge missed out. And then for everyone who's not part of the Grow Live, what are you doing? You need to be in this community. I mean, no one else is bringing you Remy. That was all Ken Walls. Just saying. No pressure, but the link is in the description. Just go to the link and sign up right now. I guarantee you, you will not regret the decision to join. Not only have the opportunity to learn something new and implement some visibility in your life, but you will join a community that, as you can see, Lynn's here, Jill's here. We have a great community within Grow Live. Jill says he doesn't get angry or bitter about anything that happens to him. I got to say, I was slightly envious when he talked about this, but it made so much sense. He said, hey, look, things happen. People do things. It comes back to them in all good time. However, if I allow someone else to do something and it makes me angry, I no longer have control over myself. Now someone else has control over my emotions and my way of being. Seriously, think about that nugget of gold. I'm not there yet. People do stuff that pisses me off all the time. But when he said, you know, when you allow someone to have the power to upset you and to make you angry, you've given up power over self. You've now given it to someone else and they have control over you. You don't have control over yourself. It was like unbelievable. Like my mom was just like, oh, okay, preach to me now. Because this is something I need to work on. I really do. Lessons from a Billionaire, Josiah Best. Seriously, that was a nugget of gold right there. I love that. Slightly envious, just slightly. I mean, if I'm being honest with myself, I mean, I know I allow things that happen to upset me, or people will say and do things that will upset me. And when he said it, and I was like, oh, if I let that go, like Lynn says here, just let it go and not allow outside things to affect self and my way of being, I've won each and every time. I'm the only person that could, you know, have control over that. So why am I allowing other people to have control over that? So that's something that I'm going to work on. Seriously. Mark says here, he lives the philosophy that says in life, things happen for you, not to you. 100% Mark. I love that. Think about that. Even the bad things, now that I'm kind of reflecting out loud, even some of the bad things in life that it has happened through my time. I believe with certainty that it happened for a reason. And I am here today in a great place because of those instances and those circumstances. And I'm a better person for them. So that's great. Love that. You'll be there when you decide to be there. Yeah. That was another thing that he talked about today. He said, I am the person that says, and now understand I am paraphrasing here. He said, I am the person that once I make up my mind and say I'm going to do something, I do it. Seriously, how often do we break promises to ourselves? We say we're going to do something, and then there's all these excuses and things that I was going to say something inappropriate, but I'm going to choose not to. Let's see, better wording. We allow that to be a distraction or interrupt our focus in what we're doing. This man just told a group of people, no, I am the person that if I lost all the wealth in the world that I have today, I know that at the end of it, when I come out of it, I'll be okay. Because if I want it back, I'll have it back. Why? Because he made up his mind. That's what he wanted. That's what he was going to do. And then he does it. So it's just pretty powerful. The whole session tonight was insane. Stop saying I'm not there. Well, now I'm all upset all over again, Ken. See, I'm having hot flashes right now. I'm just kidding. I am there. See, I am there. We're practicing right now. Your words are the most powerful thing you have. I agree with that. And I also, Ken, I believe that being 100% honest with yourself has to come first. And then you can adjust and fix the words. But you do have to be somewhat self-aware. Otherwise, we're kind of living in la la land and we don't have any place to start, right? So for me in this conversation here, I am admitting that I have a weakness, but I am also making a promise to myself that I'm going to overcome that weakness. So while words are very powerful, I do believe honesty, especially with self, is just as powerful. And you have to be honest with yourself to be able to change the language that you're using for yourself. And then the lights go out because the mic just dropped. Yay, mic drop. Agree if that was a mic drop. Because I'm coaching the coach right now. I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. By the way, Ken Walls also does coaching. How do I know this? Because he's also my coach. And I can't wait for tomorrow's session. It's going to be great. Yeah, he would have it all back and very quickly. Think about that. He said he had a 5-year span. And in 5 years, he's at where he's at now. What have you done in the last 5 years? Seriously, think about that. What were you doing the last 5 years? This man became like a billionaire in 5 years. Shut the front door. Close the back window, honey. Again, you need to go watch the interview and join Grow Live. Why? Because this man just told us what he did in 5 years, and look at where he's at today. Just saying. Yeah, I think so, Jill. It's a journey. We're still learning. Ken Walls. Really, though, I have to say thank you so much for Grow Live once again. It's incredible. The mastermind, best investment ever. Best investment ever. Yep, I'm sticking to that. Ken is so supportive. You know, it's hard to find people like Ken. He is not only the master connector, but he is also an incredible promoter. Incredible. And he somehow finds these amazing people that have done amazing things. And just think if we had more of that in the world, more Ken Walls. Can you imagine having someone in your corner that is not only connecting you with people who are going to bring more value into your life, but also promoting you? I mean, double down me. That's why Ken Walls is my coach. Just saying. We're going to talk about this topic tomorrow. I'm excited about that. Super, super excited. I still don't really know how to work the refrigerator, if I'm being honest. I haven't taken the time to hit all the buttons and do all the things. And it also beeps like the bird in the fire detector occasionally. I'm not quite sure why. But that's okay. That's okay. I only hear it occasionally. Ken genuinely cares and wants to help people. 100%. And Jill, I got to give you credit because every time I talk to Ken, I'm like, how do you do it? And somehow he gives all credit to you. Behind every great man is an even better woman. I am thankful too. Yes. Oh, and shut the front door. Did I forget to mention this man died? For like 20 minutes, he died. And he comes back and he's like, okay, that happened. Now I have to go be a billionaire. Is that real? Yes, it's real. Are you kidding me? So good. Yes, Jill, if he doesn't tell you enough already, he loves you and appreciates everything you do and brags about you quite often. By the way, Ken, I don't know if I'm supposed to be telling Jill all these things, but you're welcome. Haha. Just kidding. Not really. So anyways, I'm going to wrap it up because it's almost 11 o'clock here. And I just realized I can hear my son still up and he's got school tomorrow, but he takes advantage of the fact that I'm going live and had Grow Live and all the things live. So anyways, thank you guys for joining me. And a final wrap up in the description is the Grow Live Academy's link. I promise you, this will be the best investment of your life thus far. So go sign up. And while you're at it, after you've signed up and get your Grow Live cup and brownies, by the way, I love them. My cup still, Ken. Excuse me. Then go and buy the book, Can You Really Think and Grow Rich? Once you do those two things, those are your two action steps. Join Grow Live and then go buy the book. Once you do those two things, then if you haven't already, go watch the interview. I'll repost it on my page later in case you need help finding it. Thank you. Aw, Jill, we're going to Universal. Let's put it on the books. I need someone to go to Harry Potter World with me because no one else in my family is Harry Potter fans. So yeah, I need you and Abby to go to Harry Potter World with me. Just saying. Sweet dreams, Lynn. All right. Good night, y'all. I hope you had a great, amazing day, and I'll see you guys soon.